All right, yo, YouTube, what's going on? Hopefully, you can enjoy and vibe with me and stuff. If you want to catch me live, I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. EST to 7:30 p.m. And I'm live Saturdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. All this, of course, Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come vibe with me, it's definitely a big chill place for everybody, all creatives, anybody that just wants to freely speak their mind on Twitch. Down in the description, gonna be right there. If you want to join the community, right there in Discord as well. I don't do enough reaction videos in general, but I just wanted to react to this because I fuck with music. I have a main music channel that will be I'll put it in the pinned comments of this video, and I always like do this like cool little quirky back and forth thing with my gaming page and the music page. Anyways, if you want to come vibe with me, it's definitely a nice place, and we're building a nice community, going strong. Goal is to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Please help me get there. We're at 67 as of recording of this video. I fuck with JID. This video, I've watched it one time already, and it was on my phone when it popped up. Now, I want to discuss some of the things he's talking about in this, and just go ahead and discuss like overall black-owned business and how important that is for, well, people that's like me, the minority. That's hopefully one day becomes the majority, but you know, we'll never know, because just how the world is. I mean, you can't really change how it is. Like for real. It's just like we're the minority, so we own up to it, and it's important to have black-owned businesses and to be doing your own thing. He touches on a very important topic in this video that I think is really important, and we'll discuss it when we get to that. Welcome to the chillest place on the internet.
Fuck all these internet minds, they tryna take mine, yeah, they tryna bring me down, oh, wow, I'm so astounded, niggas are clowns, yeah, fuck all these internet minds, they tryna take mine, yeah, they tryna bring me down, oh, wow, I'm so astounded.
All right, we back. Hopefully, some of y'all went down below and, you know, joined Discord and all of that extra stuff while intro was playing. That's cool. And everything, let's get into it. I fucks with JID. He's a cool dude. JID, whichever you want to call it. Own Something on Earth documentary, Rap Portraits #5. This is, of course, by Rap Portraits. I don't do enough reactions. Drop a comment down below. Let me know some stuff that you want me to react to. Because as much as I do gaming stuff on this channel, I mean, there is a gaming tag right there, Kenja D2R Gaming, because this is a gaming channel. I have my main music channel. I'm going to do some reactions to shit that I want to do. Because at the end of the day, just like he discusses in this, I don't follow any guidelines anybody else set out. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever the fuck I want to do it. Period.
My damn phone died.
Yeah, no, I figured that shit.
Well, right now I'm finna go sign and close on this fucking house, but you know I just bought that house.
Now, in Georgia, promissory notes are great. People love to promise to pay, but Georgia law allows lenders to enforce that promise with this lovely document that's known as a security deed. But if you've shown up on a credit report, you know, as anything other than
Now, you notice JID doesn't freak out when he says,
if you've shown up on a credit report.
Credit report. Young men, old men, doesn't matter who you are, men in general need to understand that credit is very important. I don't care what the game tells you to do. Oh, get all these stacks of money and use it this way. I gotta own this shit. I gotta completely do this. You do realize that if you have more, just to put it in perspective for you, if you have $1 million and you ask to borrow $50,000 to get yourself a nice car or something, you already have money to go ahead and fucking pay that shit off. You don't gotta worry about that. So you're not in debt. You're still not, it's not a detriment to you. And even if you are in debt, you don't have to stay in debt forever if you know how to use it. I'm in debt by about $50,000 right now, but I know how to use credit. And when you build credit, you can also sustain a nice livelihood, because you're not, let's say you become a millionaire. You might not always have the means to that income. it's important, it's important to set yourself up for greatness rather than set yourself up for failure by I'm just gonna buy out everything. Oh, I have all these taxes for everything. Oh, I gotta do this and this and this and this. Like, bro, don't follow what everybody else is doing. Do whatever is comfortable for you. If you want to go pay $200 a month on a car, go do that. Don't let somebody put you down because you are using credit. Don't let somebody put you down for doing something that will actually build up a reputation. Like, you want to go buy a house, if you're going through a bank, you have to have credit. What if you don't want to drop a fat stack? What if you have a goal? Let's again go with the millionaire logic. Let's say you're a millionaire and you make on average exactly $1 million every single year. You net $1 million. So your gross is maybe like 1.5 or something like that, all right? Or maybe 2. But you net 1 million a year, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to have guidelines of how you want to move your money and how much money you want to spend about a month and how much you want to spend out of the total year. If I make $1 million out of the total year, maybe I only want to spend about $60,000 throughout the entire year. So if you only want to spend like $60,000 throughout the entire year, that might lead you to not buy a car outright. Maybe you put $10,000 down on a car. Maybe you go to buy a house. At bare minimum, homes cost about $150,000. Like the poorest home you can fucking find. It's not gonna be under $100K. So let's say $100,000 at the bare minimum. That at least is about 1 month or 2 of your fucking income. And what if you don't want to drop that whole bag? You gotta have credit, right? So what if you just like, I'll put $25,000 down. That's about like 10-20% or something, whatever house is different for whatever. But let's say you just want to put 10 to 20% down of a house and you have the money and the means to go and pay it off at any time that you want to. Maybe throw a little extra cash that way. But why do it if you have the means, right? If you have the money, just build the credit up. It's like a security bag that you have in the side for just in case, if something ever happens. You see, you might go get a degree, right? You might go get an educational degree. And you could be a content creator. You could be making thousands of dollars a month on YouTube, but you still have a degree just in case. You don't want to go that route, right? You don't want to go down the route of using your degree because in your heart you want to be a content creator. But having a very good safety net is always crucial. It's always very important. That's why I say don't judge anybody. Don't put anybody down for using credit and for building credit up. You look at the most fucking multi-millionaires in the fucking world. What do? They get these really nice credit cards. They swipe everything with their credit card and then they pay it off the next day or as soon as the month is about to start with the cycle. So that way they're never using a fucking debit card. They're always using a credit card. Why do you think that is? Credit gives into them making more money. There's a system. There's a way things work. Don't sleep on credit. That's all I gotta say for all you hood niggas that want to come in my comments, for all you hood people that I know in the music industry. Oh, I know a couple of them. Don't sleep on credit. Don't fall victim to the game lifestyle. I gotta move this type of way. I gotta buy these chains. I gotta get this house. I gotta get this bitch. Fuck all of that. Do you?
As anything other than destined route, you'd print it and sign it like you print it.
That's fire.
It's a 7. It's a blended family, bro. We was always nigga shit going on, bro. Just my life, bro. Like, and I was always the youngest, so I was kind of like the mediator.
His dreads have come so far.
Just not by saying shit, but just being like, oh, you can't do this in front of a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a role I served, but that shit in turn made me like hella visual, hella like, y'all niggas crazy. Like, I'm a part of this, where I'm from, so.
Is that where the visual writing comes from? Like seeing so much from?
Yeah, hell
I think
yeah.
that makes sense.
Hell yeah, bro. Now I just gotta drop his out.
Keep that for all my musicians out there, artists that are in this shit. Same thing as me. Creative and visual writing comes from the stuff that we've seen. I used to have people tell me all the time, hey, yo, Gary, Kenja only talks about sad shit. Only knows about sad shit. He don't ever speak about being happy. He tells people to be happy. He take his own advice, da. If all I've seen is negativity in my whole life, then that's what I'm gonna talk about. And I visualize it. Why do you think it is that I keep getting people come back to my music? I might not be the biggest artist in the world, okay? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that the fan base that I do have that is consistently growing at a small pace, but it's still growing, right? Those people that become fans are becoming fans because of how authentic I am with my music, and because I'm speaking about something that the next artist over isn't. You see, one artist might only know parties, so they make party music. Cool. I'm not gonna shit on you for that. One artist like myself might have experienced tons of pain and grief in their life. So what do? They speak about it. And as they become a new person, a better man, and get a woman in their life or man, depending on how you swing, they just get more resources, get better and with money management, time management, start enjoying life, smelling the fresh breath of air that just you walk outside and everything's pretty and beautiful and whatnot. You start to see the music change. They start to mature. Things start to get better. Everything shapes up into a nice, neat bow. Everything just starts to get a little bit better. You just gotta learn to write from your perspective. Don't try to fake anything, because people that fake stuff don't truly have a connection to their fans. So to have a connection to somebody, to build a real connection, and to just grow as a man in general, or a woman, just in general, you have to have visual writing and understand as a musician what that can do for you. The power behind that. The power behind music is incredible. Music is buying him all of this. Starting a bit, he's gonna go into how he started a truck business, is getting him stuff.
Oh, man, it's like up.
Just remember that.
Party is where I'm from, so.
Is that what the visual writing goes?
Visual writing.
Seeing so much from?
Yeah, hell
I think
yeah.
that makes sense.
Hell yeah, bro. Now just gotta drop his album, and it's like up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all the shit I played, like, shit just different, bro. I ain't even play, like, bro, I got so much shit.
Holding it down, keep my niggas approved. Like investing, like giving back. He in a man with pounds of dough. Oh shit, I see what you mean, boy, you hear. She got that mouth in that throat of a goose. But be on the crowd to go fuck on my road. You scanning this hole, so leave your pole.
Bro, this is.
I need that song out, please, JID.
Bro. I don't even want to get too specific, but it's just super like. They make that shit harder than it has to be for people to own property, bro. Especially if you're doing it through the bank. If you just gonna drop a bag and just do that shit.
That's one thing.
Yeah, but.
It's a good day. 7.
You hear that? It don't matter even if you got the bag for it. They just make it hard for you to own property in general. It's not like that for the white man. I'm gonna go out and say it. It's just not, okay? It's just not.
Just do that and it has to be for people to own property, bro. Especially if you're doing it through the.
It's not, it's difficult for the white man too. It's difficult to own anything in general. So that's why when he says own something on earth, a car is still owning something. Own something, anything, own something, and call it your own. Hold it down like your life depends on it. Cause you know how hard it makes the people in the world make it to own something. How hard is it for you to go in there when you don't have good credit? Let's say you're a really good person, right? You want to get yourself a decent car, even if it's just like a car to get somewhere, keep it pushing somewhere, a little Honda Civic Accord or something, 2002, 08, 6 or whatever, right? You're trying to do something to just keep it pushing before you can afford a Bentley, before you can afford a nice Corvette or something, or a Tesla. Like what are you gonna do? You're gonna go in there, apply for a loan. Well, the loan people look at your credit, be like, man, it's a 430, it's a 500, 580, 600. See, now you're defined by a number. Who defines you by a number? The government. The government also strips away your name when you go in prison, because now you're a fucking number. You're a serial code. You're like, you don't matter to the world. But when you own something, they have to acknowledge you. Own something, man. I'm sorry I got like so much energy right now. Yeah, it's just this whole topic works me up a little bit. Just I understand and I get what he's talking about. Own something. Go out there and step your foot up and really just try to sit down and own something. They make it real hard. But this is easy to lose something.
Bank, if you just gonna drop a bag, just do that shit.
That's one thing.
Yeah,
It's a good day. $775 is our the attorney fee. Then closing protection letter. Now, unfortunately, I charge that, but then I pay it right back to the title insurance folks. So that's not my $50. It's someone else's. You will initial, I believe, the first 13 pages of that document, and then there's a sign, signature blank that I have highlighted for you. Yeah.
I was going to do college. I was going to college be the lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Always read. Just, it's super quick. Just always read. Always read the fine line. Just always read, please.
There's a sign.
Don't sign anything without reading it.
Highlighted for you. Yeah.
I was going to do college. I was going to college be the lawyer.
Oh, wow.
Make sure you ask questions so you understand what it means.
I'm gonna say
If you don't understand
it.
it.
Yeah. It seems like you're, doing all right. My son's even heard of you, so that's
And if it doesn't seem right at all, don't sign. Because oftentimes, if your intuition, if your gut is telling you that it's not right, then it's not right, okay?
it seems like you're, doing all right.
And that's
My son's
fire.
even heard of you,
He said his son has heard of him.
so that's you're reaching the kids. I can't reach him sometimes. I'm like, have you heard of me? I'm your father.
I seen him live. I have seen him live. That's why I fucks with JID so heavy. The 3 people that I fuck with the most heavy in the rap game are the people that I've seen live. Not most heavy, I would say, but they're definitely up there. JID, Corday, Logic, and I fucks with Kendrick and J. Cole. Haven't seen them live yet, but I really want to. Oh, he got a song with Yachty. He got to, or at least he's in there. Oh, bro, hold on. You gotta recognize the fucking flow. The flow. I'm gonna turn this shit off. I'm gonna turn this off real quick. The flow. And the wordplay. So Yachty says something and then he goes right back and forth with it. Notice what he says. People, he says the lyricism. I'm from Atlanta. And then he says something about diamonds from Africa. That's some real shit.
I'm good.
Oh, he's like, that's hard. And do you hear the fluctuation of his voice? I don't know algebra. That's hard. I don't know algebra. Like just the smallest inklings of like something inside your vocals make everything the difference. I'm with the man on diamonds on Africa. I don't know algebra. I'm traveler. Hold on, I gotta hear that again. Oh, that ending.
I'm good.
I need it.
I'm gonna take care of the black community, bro. And my family. That's what I'm on, bro. That's all I'm on. I said that shit's the first album, nigga. I'm gonna be the one to make my black people proud of me. Like,
Facts.
I said that.
I'm gonna be the one to make my black people proud of me, thought of me, inside of me. Yeah, he went off in that shit, bro.
I said it. That's so when niggas be saying, I be saying crazy ass shit. They see me say crackers, and I be going crazy. Nigga, I am a southern nigga, bro. I've seen the remains of what is left from that whole shit, and we ain't forget that. We ain't forget that. My parents
Nice cars.
I went to go see them the other day. My mama got 7 kids, so but all of her kids like grown. They be on their shit, but savage. Like my brother's just cold, nigga, straight up. Bro, the day they stormed the Capitol, some white folks threw a brick through my folks' back window, their house. My folks are like one of 6 people that live in that neighborhood. Bruh, I tell you, my brother
That's fucked up.
stayed in the front yard on the lawn with a chopper. Probably still there right now for weeks. Waiting for them, like, what's up? Like, that's weird as fuck. But that lets you know it's deep-seated hatred on Guan. Like, shit's happening right now in front of us.
Great spot, man. Great spot for you. Yeah, man.
Oh, if you could.
Glad it worked out the way it did.
have that in our house. It's like a
Yes,
phone,
sir. Oh, hey, baby. You know I'm.
a USB thing.
You know I gotta just sit here and chill. Yep. Yeah, I know Naruto's getting good. I told you to just get past that point. You get into the. She's just getting to the part where Sasuke. Nobody come in my comments and spoil anything. Please don't. I've already watched all this. Just in case she comes in my comments and stuff and looks in there. She just got to Itachi and Sasuke's fight and shit like that. And them dying. Well, him dying and the backstory behind that. So she's getting into like that crazy stuff. She was just introduced to Killer Bee. So you know, it's getting up there. The quality's going up. But yeah, baby, I'm just kicking it right now. Play some Blood Hunt after this.
And you can change the lights. You can change everything.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I always wonder exactly what you
That's the best one. You can play music through.
Wait, what is this about turtles?
They just gangsters, bro. They be living forever. Like they just are. Them niggas be making hella babies, just family shit. I don't know. I just interested in turtles and shit like that. Like they small ass little turtles that you can get at a fair and shit like that. Like it's a thing you always gotta buy two. Cause I bought one time and his ass was yearning for love. You need a mate. You need a partner, whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever.
Actually factual. I used to have turtles back in the day.
That's what that turtle needed. He was yearning for that shit. He used to make little small ass turtle noises. Then one day he dug his head in the sand and died. He stopped eating and all of that shit. Cause he was like, nigga, I am alone. I hate this shit. I don't know if that's
I want some more turtles.
I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be alone and all this shit, but I kind of just like that mindset. He was like,
I'm not even gonna comment on the whole Killer Bee thing you just said too, baby.
it started off with nigga doing like my brother track coach, so I'd be like buying them uniforms and shit like that. I did that shit for like his old park team. I just be, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of investment to me.
Yes.
Some type of way, but buying uniforms for the little kids at the park and shit like that. My brother team, and then at high school too. Like I be doing work with my little niggas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Staying tapped in. That's why I was like, damn, I can do this shit on a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I was just talking to a lot of niggas who like are doing financially well. Just picking their brains, watching how they move and shit like that. Even like how the nigga Cole, like seeing how that nigga move financially, bro. Like niggas moving real good. Like that's how I'm trying to move. I'm not tripping on shit. Finna have some kids, probably get married soon. Like it's lit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not playing no rap game.
You hear that? Not playing no rap game.
I'm just doing something like that's how I'm
Listen
trying
to him.
move.
Listen to him.
I'm not tripping on shit. Finna have some kids, probably get married soon. Like it's lit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not playing no rap game. I'm just doing what the fuck I want.
You notice rappers a lot of times they saying, "Oh, this is going and all of that and getting crazy and shit." It's an act. It's an act. They don't really care about that shit. I mean, some of them niggas really be like that, but like people like JID, Cole and shit, it's just for the music. Like it's just for the music. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. If I say my girl's gonna suck my dick and do some shit and stuff like that, sure, it can be true. She's my fiance. Why the fuck can't I talk about that? But at the same time, it's like, okay, it's just an act. It gets people hyped for some reason. Who fucking knows? Why do niggas keep rapping about pussy and shit? Who knows? Because other niggas just like hearing that shit. It's weird, okay? It's weird as fuck. I don't speak about a whole bunch of shit like that in my music, but it's weird as fuck, okay? I'm not about that rap game shit. Nigga, I'm doing what I want to do. Shout out, salute to JID.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not playing no rap game. I'm just doing what the fuck I want.
Facts.
With my talents and shit. That's why I got other businesses and shit. That's why I'm buying a fucking crib. That's why I niggas started trucking companies and shit like that.
Facts.
That's why I'm in stocks and shit like that. Yeah, like.
Bought a crib, started a truck company in stocks.
Just doing what the fuck I want. With my talents and shit. That's why I got other businesses and shit. That's why I'm buying a fucking crib. That's why I niggas started trucking companies and shit like that. That's why I'm in stocks and shit like that. Yeah, like.
Shout out Jim Carrey. They need to see him in the
I got
back.
2 trucks on the road like right now. Making bread. My dog's driving and shit too. Like employ my homeboy.
Way.
Facts.
Bro, that's tough.
Facts.
And when it comes to black,
And he employed his homeboys, bro. You hear that?
Jay-Z.
Employed your homeboys.
What about
Listen to who he says for black-owned businesses. Jay-Z.
anyone that you look at?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yep.
What about Jay?
Niggas just as far as like niggas coming from a struggle and shit, like this gonna be crazy. I can't even say this. I can't even say it.
Come on, you gotta give us something.
But my favorite version of Jay-Z rapping is like 22 twos, like real capitalistic bars, like real like like real like what he said, my nigga said, nigga you broke, what the fuck you gonna tell me? Like that line always stuck with me, bro, in my life. And it's like, it's fucked up. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But it's a realization of like, sometimes you gotta realize like who you are and what the fuck you can offer and shit like that.
Yep.
But money ain't everything, so that's the capitalism part of it. But I still love Jay for his capitalism bars, like in the time he was doing that shit. Now we getting the whole tech bars, and I'm on that. I love all of this shit. I
Yep.
love black people, bro. They so fire, bro. Y'all black people so hard. I don't give a fuck. Like, in every capacity, I just love being around black people and shit like that. That's why I ain't never really up and move and shit like that. I got a few, like, I got homies, you know what I'm saying, all around the world.
Right.
But it's just, I just love the city, bro. I just love the food, like the smell, the guns. I love the clubs, I love all that shit. Like, that shit is hard to me, bro. It's something I always wanted to be a part of. Now I'm a part of, like, the culture of this shit, you know what I'm saying, pushing this shit forward. So that shit even harder, like.
Yup.
My little nigga was telling me, he's like, bro, he's like, you a legend. I'm like, I don't even be thinking shit like that, but it's to East Atlanta and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A few niggas got Grammy nominations and did all the shit that niggas doing right now. That shit fire. That shit fire. All my niggas look at me like I'm like, so I be like, all right, I gotta hold myself to this and not like think about like how many years I've been in this shit and who the top, whatever. I'm like, the people right here in my back door, in my backyard, them niggas got big love for me. And if you can do it in your backyard, then you really like that nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Rap Portrait. All right. If y'all want to see more reactions, more anything like that, please just let me know. And that's going to be it for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. God bless.